Welcome back, everyone. Well, we're a few days into March, which is National Nutrition Month, and we want to encourage all of our viewers to get healthy by incorporating a little more color into their diet. So this morning we have Marcy Perez, a nutritionist with HEB, here to explain what you can do to be proactive. Good morning, Marcy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So a little bit earlier on in the show, you had an amazing beef salad, beef fajita salad, which was absolutely incredible, and it's all available there at HEB. You have something a little bit different right now. Tell us about it.
So we have more of like a shrimp and quinoa salad for this segment, and it's still incorporating all the fresh, delicious flavors of Texas, especially since it's our Tex Fest at HEB, where we're really promoting our Texas-grown, Texas-made items. And so we wanted to promote that event, but you know, do it in a healthy light. So that's
how is this a little bit more healthy in comparison to any normal shrimp dish that you would see? Because it looks like this is in separation of a rice or anything like that?
Yeah, so what we've done is we've used quinoa, and sometimes, you know, people aren't very familiar with this grain, but it's a whole grain, and our Central Market variety cooks in just 10 minutes, so it's so quick, even quicker than rice, but it has a higher protein content, a lower carbohydrate content than regular rice, but it cooks exactly the same way, only faster. Wonderful.
And you also mixed it looks like you have some mango pico de gallo?
Yeah, so HEB makes a really great mango pico de gallo in-house. And so we cooked up the quinoa, just really quick, quinoa and water, added some lime juice, mixed in that mango pico de gallo, so you have some of the spicy from the pico, and then you have that sweet flavor from the fruit.
Right.
And really bulking up the plate with fruits and vegetables.
Which you make it colorful by including this little spinach on the side. And wonderful. And so how do you make the shrimp really a perfect shrimp? Now you have an example of what the shrimp looks like before, obviously, before it's cooked, and then it looks like this. How can somebody get a perfect shrimp for something like this?
That's a really great question, and a lot of people are skeptical to cook seafood at home because it can be, you know, a little bit higher cost or really sensitive to cooking. So all I did was I tossed the shrimp with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and I heated up a skillet to about a medium heat. You don't want to get it super, super hot. Okay. I wanted to get a little bit of a, you know, that char, kind of blackened feel, so it was a little hotter. And you add just a little bit of oil, and you saute it for about 3 to 4 minutes, just on each side, and it cooks up so quick. Yeah. And you know the shrimp is done when it starts to go from more of a straight shape to that curled feature that you see, and it gets a little bit pink on either side.
Now, how can somebody get a meal like this all together over at HEB? Do they ask specifically for something like this, or how can they get all of this together in one?
So you're really just shopping for about 4 ingredients. So you can find the quinoa in the rice and bean section of your store. If you can't find it in your store, go ahead and talk to some of our partners and ask that they get that item for you, and they're more than happy to. Yes. Our Texas Gulf shrimp you can find at the seafood market. You can get about a pound to feed 4 people. And then the limes in our produce section, our pico de gallo is also going to be in that produce section or by the aguas frescas. And it takes about 10 minutes. While the quinoa is cooking up, you can also saute your shrimp. And by the time the quinoa is done, your shrimp is done.
So everything's all really done at the same time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. This is all very easy and simple to do. We'll have all these recipes on valleycentral.com as well as these interviews this morning. So again, Marcy, it's always a pleasure having you on their show this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Stay with us.